No, it is.
So hey, this is take two. I'm gonna preface this with we were recording and the sound was off, so there was no sound. So we might just kind of it'll be some weird. Maybe we'll dub it with like Godzilla stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get some fun stuff out of that. So once again, tell me your name and where you're from, please.
My name is Morgan Cobbs. I am from Naugatuck, Connecticut.
And we have celebrated this already because it is your first con here. So once again, you know what? I can do it again because it's worth the celebration. Congratulations on breaking the seal and becoming the con addict that we all are now. But one thing that you'll notice here, and you might have already, is that people at the con, like, it's a huge family. Everybody's kind of here for the same reason, and it's a very cool vibe when you come to one of these things because no matter what you're doing, whether you're into comics or you're into cards or movies or whatever it may be, cosplay, there's a space for you and there's a home for you here, and it's a very cool thing. So you told me before, like, you're into movies.
Yes.
Right. So
yes,
like you're a cinephile. Like, would you call yourself a cinephile?
Cinephile in training,
Okay.
sort of like.
Okay.
Like I'm currently in the process of like watching and analyzing the American Film Institute. They like a few years back celebrated 100 years of existence. They put out a list, the top 100 greatest movies of all time, and that's the likes of, we're talking the Citizen Kanes, the Casablancas, the Gone with the Winds, Raging Bull,
Sure.
Sunset Boulevard.
So you're
Chinatown.
you're really studying. You're really like in there. Like people are just there's into movies and there's like into movies. Like there's these two things. I'm trying to solidify these three levels of nerd, right? So you have like this kind of beginner, intermediate, and then the expert level. So like somebody who says they're into movies might be a beginner or intermediate. But what you're telling me is that you're training for that, like advanced.
Yeah, that
level.
upper echelon
Yeah.
of like film and film analysis.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I've always been a huge like comic book guy. Like, I think one of my earliest Marvel memories was seeing, and dating myself, seeing Spider-Man 2 in theaters when I was 3. And
First of all, you can't date yourself with Spider-Man 2 in front of me, dude.
I mean,
I'll date myself. Wait. Empire Strikes Back. I'll date myself.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess that's my earliest like Marvel memory. My earliest Star Wars memory is Revenge of the Sith. Seeing that in theaters a year later. I've just always been into like the superheroes, and I was watching the reruns of the 90s X-Men, the 90s Spider-Man, the 2005 Fantastic Four movie, which I now realize is not too great of a film, but it's like a passable Saturday night type movie.
We got nothing else to watch. The Brian Grazer X-Men's. Was that his name? Was it Brian Grazer, the director of the original X-Men?
I'm
like the
not
first
sure.
one, the Hugh Jackman ones. I think it was Brian Grazer. I could be wrong.
Hugh Jackman?
But yeah.
He played Wolverine. He was an X-Men.
Yeah. Like you're talking about those X-Men movies?
I was talking about Fantastic Four.
No. Before that, when you said X-Men.
That's the X-Men?
Did you say? I think you said X-Men.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I meant 2005 Fantastic Four.
You jumped around. All right. So 2005. That was the one with who played Sue Storm in that one?
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Jessica Alba.
They did two of those, right? They did
two of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, those were acceptable. What did you think compared to the new one?
I think third time's a charm. I think with Fantastic Four First Steps, they were able to, they saw what didn't work with the original Fantastic Four and the sequel, and then we don't talk about Four Stick in 2015. That movie didn't happen.
Yeah.
That movie was AI. Okay?
Yeah.
That's my
For
theory.
sure.
It was AI generated. Didn't happen.
Not meant to be released.
Control Alt Deletes.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for sure.
third time's a charm. They got Galactus right because you can't make Galactus a space cloud.
Yep.
And they were able to show the family dynamics because, like, with the original Fantastic Four, they made it seem like they were all kind of like workplace proximity associates, like they were all like work friends, and like that's not the case. Like if you read in the comics, like they are Marvel's first family. So I like how with Fantastic Four First Steps, it didn't feel like homework, and that's the sad part about the MCU. It feels like homework at this point, and I mean I'm currently rewatching every MCU film because I've got so much spare time, and I'm currently just rewatching the MCU and like falling in love with all these movies all over again. and hence the shirt I'm wearing is actually when Steve Rogers came out of the ice. I was just watching First Avenger last night.
Nice.
I think with Fantastic Four First Steps, they were able to give us a fresh take on the Marvel's first family.
Yeah.
And you don't have to watch any previous movies because it's in its own separate universe. You don't have to watch 15 other shows, 15 other movies and shows. And like the movie that I think was probably the opposite of Fantastic Four First Steps was Eternals. That movie's literally homework the movie.
Yes.
You have 10 characters, only crazy. 4 of them are useful.
Yeah.
And we're jumping between like 7,000 years ago and today and
That was a difficult movie, man. I think I watched it once and that was it. I can't even do it again. It's painful.
It took me 3 tries to actually sit through that movie and stay awake. I think first time I saw it in theaters, I fell asleep. And then second time I was on a plane. I tried watching it. I fell asleep. Third time I stayed awake. I had a notepad with me. I was just like taking notes. Okay. Okay. And voice cameo from Mahershala Ali's Blade.
So you said comics before. Like, do you remember what your first comic book was? Do you have that memory?
First comic book, I actually just saw it today. I guess it was an Amazing Spider-Man. I have it actually.
Do you? Let me see.
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That was the first comic you ever had?
Well, I think I had a book that was. It was not in like comic book form, but it was like a book that had, I think, this comic and maybe like a few other comics.
Like an omnibus kind of book?
Probably one of those where, if I'm not mistaken, Spider-Man gets framed for murder, and it happens around the like 2008 presidential election, and I think Matt Murdock is his defense attorney.
Yeah.
Now, that's the route I thought they were going to go in Spider-Man No Way Home. I thought that because if you watch the extended version, we actually see Matt Murdock. I thought that maybe we were going to see a trial and we were going to see like Matt Murdock defending Spider-Man, and maybe they were going to bring in She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, who was a prosecuting attorney, and they kind of moved in the same circles, a lot of them, in like superhero law.
Yep.
That's the avenue I thought they were going to go down. Either that or they go Civil War route, where at a press conference Spider-Man takes off the mask and reveals his identity as Peter Parker, and
like they just did in Daredevil the last season when he went to court. Yeah, have you seen the series, the Daredevil series yet?
You see, Daredevil.
Did I just spoiler? Shit. Sorry.
It's cool. Like Daredevil, I caught some of the Netflix series, not all of it, and then I caught the first season of Daredevil Born Again. Yep. And I haven't watched season 2. Yeah. I've seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, though. I've seen Brand New Day.
Yep.
I've been told that me seeing Brand New Day would not effectively spoil Punisher One Last Kill or Daredevil Born Again season 2.
But, no, they've been good about kind of like throwing the little breadcrumbs in, but without, totally ruining it or leaving it in the dark, or whatever. Yeah. So when you got your first, was it you that was like, I need a comic book? Or was there somebody around you that was into comics or into movies that you were like, here, this is the key that unlocked me in this whole scenario?
Well, I think as far as comics, I think that comic book was gifted to me by my aunt. And movies-wise, I was always like going to the movies with like my parents or really my grandfather. My grandfather, he took me to a lot of movies. I really, God rest his soul, my grandfather, I attribute my love and appreciation for film to him because he and we went to the movies so many times. Saw so many movies. Yeah. I think earlier today I was watching Avengers. I remember we went to go see Avengers. The first time I saw it, I saw it with him. This back in 2012.
So he was into the superheroes too.
Not so much superheroes, but I guess
he went with you.
Yeah, I guess he went with me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would attribute my love of film and like the reason why I have a TV and film podcast as well.
Okay.
Like that's
what's your podcast name?
Cobb's Corner.
Cobb's Corner.
My last name COBBS. Corner Podcast.
Okay.
I'm on
Cobb's Corner Podcast, man. Check it out.
Cobb's Corner Podcast. Check me out. I'm on all listening platforms. I'm on YouTube and Spotify. It's a grand old time.
That's awesome. What is the one thing, like if you had to pick one thing to get out of this weekend, what are you looking for?
I'm looking forward to the panels. I'm looking forward to just meeting like-minded individuals, because I feel like growing up, there historically, like I guess outside of the Comic-Con, like there's so many, there was a lot of, like, I'm sure most of us were not Mr. Popular in high school,
No.
and I'm not, and I hope I'm not coming for anybody when I say that.
No. No.
But I'm sure most of us were not a part of like the cool kids crowd, and a lot of us were maybe made fun of for liking anime or liking superheroes,
For sure.
or being big into like being big into like certain TV shows or certain films and certain movies. And I think that, and I love the fact that not just Terrificon, but NYCC, SDCC, and any other con that I forgot about, these are safe spaces for
sure.
all of us nerds to come together and
Absolutely.
to be able to realize that you're not alone.
Not
You're
even a
not
little
the
bit.
only one who was, in my case, I was big into, Big Time Rush, actually.
Yeah.
big into Big Time
Sure.
Rush. Back way back when, you're not weird, you're not like uncool for liking superheroes, for liking whether that be Marvel or DC or whatever,
Nope.
like being able to just be around like-minded men and women,
For
and
sure.
just being able to see that, it's your community. We are one community, like you said, we are one family.
Yep.
So I'm just looking forward just to the vibes,
Yep.
the celebrity appearances, and just the community. And I'm just here to honestly have fun and just enjoy the weekend, see where it takes me.
There it is. That's a beautiful thing. Once again, congratulations on your first con. I'm so happy that you sat down, spent a few minutes with us twice. Maybe we'll do it again
Twice.
when I see you at another con. Thanks for
course.
stopping by, man. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Take
Welcome.
care.